We back, nigga. The fuck? Nigga, you try to interview with niggas in a minute. I ain't gonna lie.
Dumb one, man.
We back. Amaya back there too.
No cap. The whole fam in the spot.
Okay.
Lauren had just dipped out, but you already know her love is here in spirits. You feel me?
Okay.
And I ain't gonna lie, like I haven't really been pressed to do interviews recently, strictly because of just trying to figure out what I want to do with this platform. But like, you feel me?
Facts.
Gotta get one with the guys. You know what I'm saying?
What better way to bring it back?
You feel me?
Ain't
Yeah,
no
my
better
dog
way to
SWEATA,
bring it
yeah.
back, bro. Ain't no
And
better
most
way.
importantly, I gotta give my flowers. He just dropped one of the best albums of the year. If you haven't heard Top Stunner yet, y'all tripping. Y'all crazy tripping. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Executive produced by SWEATA.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Maji.
SWEATA got a feature on there too.
SWEATA got a feature on that Mona Lisa. It's shit. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? I gotta go tap in.
Okay.
So I guess we could start with honestly just what was the journey for y'all throughout this last year, going through the motions and figuring out what songs you want to put on there, the mixing process, figuring out like the direction y'all want to go, and just how was it for y'all?
Man, since we graduated, I mean, we've been working on this shit since before we graduated.
Yep.
But I just think since we graduated, like, I've been putting the pressure on myself to really, you know, put this shit out and really kind of, you know, in college we did so much, and it was like every day it was something, and we was always together, so it was like it was either easy to keep each other motivated and shit. But once niggas graduated, it was just like it was, you know, you had to kind of keep that same motivation, keep that same drive to kind of push through with everything. And so I just been so locked in on that, and just having, you know, folks like SWEATA, like you, like Fari, like all the like Amaya, all the friends we got that's just been in my corner, been in our corner, that's just always there for us, you know. It's made it just so much easier, so much more fulfilling, so much more rewarding and fun, you know.
Nah, for sure.
Facts.
And then, SWEATA, from your perspective, what was the journey for you? First off, recognizing you wanted to work with Maji and go for, because first off, y'all had a project, a combined project together.
Okay.
Last summer.
Okay.
Sorry to bother you, Maji. What was kind of the transformation from going from that project to like, all right, I want to make sure we set you with the best direction for this one with Maji?
Absolutely. For the moment I heard Maji's music, I knew it was a special thing there. I don't want to just call it talent because there's also a drive attached to it that was special. Like
Sure.
when we wrapped up our last project last year, in the middle of the rollout, I'd say like as we're putting out singles, he opened up a whole new Untitled.
Yeah.
And it had like 15 records already.
Yep.
It's the drive that he had that's ridiculous. And I kind of stayed off of it for a bit until there was really an idea there.
Yeah.
I remember when it started just an EP.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
Whole project.
But yeah, once I gave it a first listen, I want to say around this time last year, I was like, yo, dog, this is special. And half the records that are out weren't
even on there.
That's a whole, it's like a V2.
It was a whole different body, but I knew what it could be.
Facts.
It was just super. He's very independent. He works very independently of anybody. He doesn't like need a producer there every second of the whatever. He's gonna get music done regardless. He's not no engineer or nothing. But I was appreciative that he allowed me to come in, add what I could. I didn't want to disrupt what he was doing because we worked so closely on our last project. I was like, all right, man, let your wings do what they do.
Thanks.
My boy flew out of here.
Thanks. All right, good looking, man. Okay.
Now, with you, Maji, this is your first, or outside of Sorry to Bother You, Maji, this is your first individual project since Yaya.
Yeah.
What's kind of been the push since dropping Yaya as far as like where you wanted to head towards your next solo project?
I don't know. I just, yeah, after Sorry to Bother You, because Sorry to Bother You was like really niche, you know what I'm saying? It was really kind of directed towards like New York and the sexy drill movement that was happening. And we just felt like, you know, we could really capitalize on that with just our sound, our style, and, you know, where we came from. And so I feel like after Sorry to Bother You, I wanted to get back to just giving people, you know, Maji, you know what I'm saying? Just giving people like, you know what I'm saying? Like just different type of vibes, sexy drill, R&B, rap, you know, all different types of vibes that I just felt like really kind of made me, you know what I'm saying? That really kind of showed me well and encapsulated what I like to make and what I like to do. So Yaya was the first of that. Yaya was just, bro, it was literally just an accumulation of all the songs I made freshman year. Like freshman year, I tell everybody, I had never made more songs in my life than I did freshman year. coming here to New York to the Rock Nation School, being around SWEATA, Fari, you, Five, all these different people, like I made the most songs I've ever made in my life, bro. You know what I'm saying? And so Yaya was just a accumulation of those that I just felt like, really encapsulated me and who I was and where I was in my life. And I think Top Stun is almost, it's damn near like a part two to that. Like it's damn
Okay,
near just
word.
a part two to like Yaya was freshman year, me coming into college. Top Stun is me leaving college. You know what I'm saying? And where I'm at now. So it was damn near like a part two to that of just the growth, the evolution, the trials and tribulations, the lessons, and all of that.
It's interesting because when you sit when you do an experimental album like Sorry to Bother You, which
Yeah.
I think it's experimental because
Mhm.
we really honed in on something that I want to say wasn't a trend. It was really a movement at the
No,
time,
facts.
but with a perspective of two people outside of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really experimental to me. And when you do something experimental like that and it works how it did,
Yeah, facts.
it almost can make somebody lose themselves and feel like, all right, this is what people want to hear.
Mm-hmm.
I need to do more of this.
This word.
Conform to this because what I did for fun might really be what takes it off for me.
Yeah,
So
facts.
when he really took a step back, and we had that moment. It was an amazing moment.
Mhm.
He took a step back and said, "All right, now let's bring it back to
Yeah.
what the original plan is,
Mhm.
the original sound is, and let's evolve off of that, not really off of what I think people want to hear."
Facts. But we still took a lot from that. I still took a lot from Sorry to Bother You.
There was a lot
You
of
know?
growth in that.
Mhm.
There was a lot of growing when we created that. But at
Facts.
the same time, it was, for lack of a better term, I look at it as Maji's on this road to wherever his career is going to lead him.
Mhm.
I'm on my road to whatever. And it was like, all right, we ended up on the phone in our separate lanes. It was like, all right,
Mhm.
let's stop at this little station real quick.
Mhm.
Literally, because there's covers at the
On this gas station. Okay.
Stop at
Yeah.
this little gas station real quick.
Okay.
Let's
Tap into
pick
this.
some up
Yeah.
real quick, and then we'll go back to what we're doing.
Mhm.
While we're there, we took a lot.
Took a lot from
Took a lot
that.
from each other.
Facts.
You hear a lot of Maji in what I'm doing, even on the verse. This is the most Majiest verse I ever did.
Okay.
on most.
Okay. Facts.
And
That's real.
and vice versa, you hear a lot of the R&B and a
Mhm.
lot of the SWEATA in Top Stun.
That's a fact.
Even though even this time around, I went from producing the entire project to not producing traditional.
Yeah.
I didn't make a beat on it, but still you feel the imprint combined with, of course, the amazing producers on it. I feel like some of these beats are some of the best beats.
Nah, for sure. For sure.
Shout out to the producers, man.
Shout out to my producers.
Yeah.
They murdered it, and
Okay.
they did an amazing job with beat selection.
Appreciate that, bro.
But yeah, no, the growth in Top Stunner versus Yaya, I think isn't just a growth of experience and time, but it was, you know what I mean? It was really let's get back to where we
Where we're supposed to go, yeah.
100,000%.
That's a fact.
And to pick off of what was mentioned before regarding the fact that this has started off as an EP for you, like, when did you realize, like, all right, we're no longer talking EP here, we're talking full-on album? Because, like, for me, being there from the journey, like, seeing how you started from the summer of 2024, like, it was like, I ain't glad I was anticipating that, like, this, for me and Maji was roommates last year, like, our senior year. I watched this man watched and heard this man make a song every night. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, I'm like, bro, you have way too many songs for this to be just an EP.
That's why, though.
Yeah, I'm about to say. So, like, what was that like? That process turning it into a full album, like?
I think I make, not only do I make so many songs, but I'm somebody that I love damn near every song I make. Like I make a song with the intention of like,
it being your
I
best.
don't care if nobody else fucks with this or listens to this. I love this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I'm gonna play this every day. And so it just got to a point where like I make so many songs and I want people to hear them. I'm not gonna limit myself to just 6 or 7 just because, maybe not everybody hears. Yes. Maybe not everybody maybe everybody doesn't hear all 10 to 15. Like, so what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shoot, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna shoot the videos, we're gonna shoot the content. It's gonna be true, it's gonna be authentic to me. And whoever hears it and fucks with it, they hear it and fuck with it. Whoever doesn't, you missing out. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, so I didn't want to limit myself, but I think just being able to do that is just a testament to how much I do make a lot of music and how much I do love my music. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
I know this turned into a project. He changed the title on me, man. I was like,
Yeah.
No cap.
because I was so
Okay.
the original
The
title.
pack, yeah.
Yeah, on God. I seen that change in Untitled. I was like, oh shit.
That's a
This
fact.
real though.
On
Okay.
God.
What, 20 songs?
20 songs, something.
Yeah.
Okay.
A personal attachment I have to this project, of course, and sorry to bother you, Maji, is that I was
What
I was there to shoot both of the covers for both of them.
You sure did.
Yeah, nah,
That's
for
crazy.
sure.
You sure did do both.
So
That's crazy.
what how important is the impression you get off the cover to you regarding like your choice and direction of how you want it to be presented?
That's a good question. I just thought of that meme. That's a good question. I don't know though, but like that's something that just kind of like, I don't know, that just kind of comes like just from, I guess, influence or just feeling like just making songs, hearing them back, and just kind of, when you're making an album, making a project, day and day at a time, you gain new ideas, you gain new concepts, you gain new visions and different things that you see for it. And I've always been somebody, I never like to force shit. Like I never like to try and pre-plan too much or pre-force something like, okay, it gotta be like this or the cover gotta look like this. Like I like to just let it flow.
Yeah.
Let it flow, make the songs, shoot the videos, do what feels right, and it'll all come. You know what I'm saying? It's really just going with the flow, bro. Just going with the times and making the creative process of the album and the songs and just kind of not forcing anything and just going with what feels right. And red has always been my favorite color, and you was just talking about this, but there's a lot of symbolism in that red, like with love and honesty. And he was talking about STUNNA Man, how like that could be like a superhero concept, and like Superman is red, red and blue, that's like the main colors, like that's a really powerful superhero like color. So
Even the anger, like,
Mhm.
different angry records, like, this is an angry record comment to me.
nah, facts.
Like, there's a lot of that. And Mona Lisa is like, I'm thinking like a luxurious,
Yeah,
yeah,
burgundy,
facts.
like, real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of symbolism. I feel like by accident too, like go back to not forcing it and just finding these worlds and these covers. Like even for the last project we did was at the gas station. I kind of look at that. Who's at the gas station with the gang? Like that's the thing. That cover of Sorry to Bother You is the whole
gang, yeah.
Please there, Far there, you there, and
Facts.
Joe's there. We in a hoopty. But the thing about that is like I think about that as like the pre-game before the party. Like you want to work
Facts.
Facts. Bob's.
Facts.
Yeah.
And that fit the vibe of the album.
Just that like
Okay.
to
Facts.
be on my way. It's all of that. So
Okay.
Yeah. We witnessed like people that for me were with you the entire time throughout the progress of the project. We witnessed like the curation change like variously throughout the time. But one thing that did stay like throughout the entire time was the first three songs. Well, Yours Is Mine, Where Do I Go From Here, and URL.
Yeah.
What's like the relationship behind that as far as like from the jump you knew like that had to start, that set the tone?
Well, these niggas was pushing for What's Yours Is Mine from the moment I made
Oh yeah, that had to be
song.
the intro for sure.
I had a go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
he was about to switch
It a couple of times. A couple of times. If it ain't for Fari and LJ, What's Yours Is Mine probably would not be the intro. I'm not gonna lie.
For me, it was special. We could have moved that.
Facts.
Yeah.
And I think URL personally is the best song on project. Right?
Facts.
Yours Is Mine almost got it. And I'm gonna be real. It was right before the last iteration of the project. It was a record that might be on the deluxe, but I'm just spoiled it. It's called Phase One. When he made Phase One and I heard it for the first time, I knew it was over. So What's Yours Is Mine? He said, my mom like and Phase One is incredible.
Nah, good looking.
Yours Is Mine.
It's just it
If
fits.
to go fight for nothing, I would have
like
let
that.
Lisa leave before I left.
Okay. Okay.
Because that's just like hearing how it starts the record, like off rip, setting the tone, triumphant, but it's also like talking about shit.
No,
Like,
for sure.
Man, I've just waited too long. Let's go.
That's a fact. That's a
it's
fact.
great.
Nah, for sure, yeah.
Just the tone, it's the confidence, and it's like this is where I'm at, especially off of where we last left off with Yaya, how Yaya ended.
Facts.
And I was just like, all right, I'm getting right back up, fix my collar, and it's time to go.
No, for sure.
And I think those second two, like Where Do I Go From Here, URL, Where Do I Go From Here was like that's the one song on the project that's very like foundational to me. Talking about my family, my friends, my upbringing, and just where I'm at in life, and like where do I go from here now? You know what I'm saying? I've made it this far. I've done all these things. I've experienced all these things. I have family and friends behind me that, you know, have been rooting for me for years. Where do I go from here? Like, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, you are Nature Boy, yeah, Nature Boy. Where Nature Boy, if you see this, where are you, my nigga? I haven't been able to get in contact with Nature Boy for the longest, yeah?
I just right through the city. Shit, right.
Bro, I haven't been able to, bro. From the moment he sent me that pack, he told me, he was like, bro, you're good to, I sent him URL and where do I go from here back? And he was like, bro, amazing. He did both of those. He was like, is that right too? Is that right, URL, and where do I go from here? Bro, I said, tagging at me, making her mine, that's all Nature Boy, gang.
Yeah.
Bro, from the moment I made those, he was like, yo, you're good to drop whenever. Bro, I hit him like a month later, like, yo, I'm finna drop soon, send me some more shit, send me another pack. I haven't heard from that nigga since January, gang. I haven't heard from him in January. And it really got me,
Really a silent MVP.
bro, it's got me nervous though, cause like, I go to the nigga Instagram, the nigga ain't posted shit since 2024, bro. The nigga TikTok, I'm praying he's good. I hope you good, bro. If you see this, if you ever pop out and see this, please hit me up, bro. Thank you. Thank you, bro.
For sure, an integral part of the production.
Thank you.
He just going through the project, like, You Are Love, I think is such an important record because, like, I heard his version before I heard the Cleo Soul original, and that joint is such a, like, I've seen its effect on people. I've seen that song do wonders to men and women just needing that affirmation push. And I feel like his storytelling on that song, which I think is the best storytelling on the album, is some of the, it's like a product of the affirmation. You know what I mean?
Facts. 100%.
It reminds me of like old Outcasts and even TLC on like Waterfalls. If you listen to the writing on that, it's real reflective from a third person sense. And it's just like I see you.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've never heard that from Maji. So from the moment I heard that song, I played that for every like I'm talking crazy huge celebrity to like whenever somebody asks me about Maji, I play that record first. That's important
Song, yeah.
song.
I appreciate that, bro.
If I'm not mistaken, what's after? Is that Pleasure?
Pleasure's ours, yeah.
It's a great sequence, like right after into it.
Man.
It's such a dope, nostalgic. This is a record I have nothing to do with, by the way. I didn't write nothing. I didn't produce. But Pleasure's ours, like, at one point that joke was going, I'll say it.
Man.
That song was going to go to T.I.
No cat.
Like,
we was trying to get it to T.I.
So the world needs to hear
this, yeah.
this because it's so nostalgic, but it's so fresh. You know what I mean? He's talking this shit. But the feeling doesn't feel like anything I've heard come out in the last 20 years.
Facts.
Well produced, and kudos to you, but also the way he found the cadence and the way he found this way to get off. And then I don't know if did that come after we did Mona Lisa?
Pleasure's ours?
Because even the title
it did. It came after Mona Lisa. Yeah.
So I know it was because I said Pleasure's ours on
Mona Lisa, yeah.
And then it showed up. But even like a title like that is so fly, bro.
Nah, word.
Like, I think, but this could be good. Well, I think Maji's one of my favorite writers on earth, and I'm so critiqueful and very, very strict on writers. Like I'm a snob when it comes to writing. But he has this thing in the way he writes is very fly, and I feel like I possess that too. But the difference in ours is we come from different walks of life, and I'm very literal. I think he's good at a story.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? He's good at creating a world versus I'm very like what I write about is exactly what's happening. Like there's no alliteration, there's no type of exaggeration in it at all. But with him, he does it in a way that's so slick and not deceitful.
Facts.
You know, it's real like imaginative. You know what I mean? It's not from a fake way. From a building, a world building with it. And I think you hear that especially from You Are Love into Pleasure's Ours. You hear that on Isn't That Right?
Thanks.
You hear that on Mona Lisa. Like it's dope as hell. And I think his writing on this project is some of the best writing not only he's ever done, but I feel like I've heard in this genre, period.
I appreciate that. Yeah. And I'll tell you, even with Pleasure's Ours, that did come from That came from Trap Party. I made that song the day after Trap Party.
Word.
The next day after Trap Party, I made that song just because it encapsulated that whole vibe of like, yo, the pleasure is ours. Like,
Yeah.
Ace threw an amazing party.
Shout out my
Everybody,
dog Ace.
shout out Ace.
No
Everybody
doubt.
had
Shout
a
out my
great
brother.
time. It
Played
was.
Boombox at that party too. I think that was the first time we played it.
We played it at Trap Party. I think we might have. We might have. Yeah, we might have. But nah, I just remember after that party, just being in such a spirit of like, we did something so special, you know what I'm saying? And Ace put that whole thing together, but it just felt like such a great friend and family and just like our whole crew, our whole, you know, community that we had kind of been around just have put on such a great environment and a great event. And Pleasures Ours really came from that.
Nah, for sure.
Let's to y'all.
Okay.
And we hope you enjoyed yourself. We know you did. Pleasure's ours.
Pleasure is
for
ours.
sure.
That's a fact.
How did you get into like these specific bags when it came to your storytelling? Because like you tell such diverse stories from like literally from off those first 4 or 5 tracks, bro. It's to 6. The whole joint is damn near different stories, bro. But like going from like where do I go from here? You could tell is a lot based on like giving thanks to your family and the people that were foundational to your upbringing. How do you go to that into like the storytelling you did for URL? Because URL, like Sweata was saying, it's very much a story describing like certain aspects of life and kind of just telling people keep their head up, keep pushing through.
I think one thing that I've outside of music that I've just been so blessed with in life is having so many diverse friends and people that I've interacted with, experienced, came across, and I think that's a big reason why like I can make a song like Pleasure is Ours, talking about, you know, us being out having a good time, drinking, ladies, all this, that, and the third. And then a song like URL where I'm talking about, you know, this for my niggas that's never late to a dollar, that's hood rich and ducking the law. Like, cause I've seen both. I've seen, you feel me? I have friends that's, you feel me, hood rich and ducking the law. And then I got friends that's really rich and popping champagne, you know what I'm saying? So I think just I've been blessed to have that duality in my life of always being personable with people to where I always say like, I'm good in any hood, you know what I'm saying? And I don't mean that in a arrogant way. I just mean that in a way of I know how to carry myself and communicate with people in any room, any hood, any area, all walks of life. And I think that's just very important as, you know, a person, but as an artist especially, you know, because I'm somebody I want, you feel me, I want fans of all demographics, of all ages, of all walks of life, whether you feel me, from the hood, whether you from, you feel me, a rich neighborhood, a lower income neighborhood, you feel me, the south side, the north side, the west side. I want you to be able to relate and to find something that you can resonate with in my music. So I feel like I've been blessed with that. I've been blessed to always kind of have that relationship with people where I can talk about different stories, different experiences, different walks of life, different people, and find a way to resonate with them, you know?
Oh, for sure.
Facts.
And then also just like you showed a lot of love to like what a woman could go through on that song as well. That's something that stood out for me as well, as far as like showing love to like women that has to persevere through the life of being potentially a single mother, having to get it on their own. Like I feel like just being able to tap into all different perspectives like amplified a lot for the audience and was able to just like all aspects of life were able to relate to it.
Facts.
And the next thing I want to segue into is just personal favorites. What are you guys' favorite songs of the project?
Mine right now, it always changes, and that's my favorite thing about making a project is that's when I know I made something that I really like is when my favorite is always changing. You know what I'm saying? When it's always a different, every week it's like, okay, I'm listening to this song, I'm listening to that song. But right now, Mona Lisa, All My Kids, and URL.
URL for sure.
Mona Lisa, All My Kids, and URL, those got me in a chokehold right now.
I think URL is number one, and it's been number one since it made. I'm not gonna lie. Today is all well wondered.
Yeah,
that's love.
Oh my god, but that's been going on crazy recently.
Okay.
And is that right?
I'm about to say that right. That shit.
I have a least favorite too. You know this. My least favorite. And it's not because I love the song. I think the song is amazing. Just one part of the song that pissed me off.
What?
When Shorty starts talking about the 6 kids.
Oh, feet.
Oh. The interlude.
Shout out Nelsie. You got a boyfriend and shit now, so you feel me? It's still love. I had to put you on my album because you feel me. You know how that go. You was always a fan of my shit, and I appreciate you for that. I hope you well.
Nelsie, why the cake stack? I need to see for my because this thing.
I love
it. It hurt me a little bit because it's like ain't no way, but If Pastries by Nelsie is that fine,
Hey,
I get it.
I love a cultured Caribbean. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's not a diss. It's an embrace.
It's love.
It's an embrace.
For sure.
It's an embrace. It's not a diss. It's an embrace for real. Shout out to
Yes, Kofi's an amazing.
for sure.
I be singing it loud, and then it get to that part. And it's just, like, cause we've all got that voice note.
Yeah, okay.
You slept for 12
12 hours.
You talking like I don't know.
You baked 6 cakes. She really did though. She really did though. She really did. I ain't gonna lie. She really did, gang. She really did, gang. I ain't gonna lie. She really did. She really did.
Shout out to you. I'll make an order, please. If you see this, I'll definitely go. City. Like, I need to find out for myself. I'm so.
For sure.
No,
But now,
facts.
yeah, personal favorites. First was amazing. I think the run from track 1 to like track 6 is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Is that right? Mona Lisa should not be back to back, but they are. That's crazy. That's ridiculous, bro.
All right, good looking.
And the one I played the most today is a deluxe joint, but I don't know.
Soon come.
Soon come.
For
My
sure.
all-time favorite from this era is a record, and I'm gonna say it because I didn't think they could force him to put it on the deluxe. But 6:30 at Star.
That's going on there. Shout out Cam.
Shout out my dog Cam.
Cam.
One of the hardest beats I
One
heard
of the
this year.
hardest niggas out.
Yeah.
It's so bad to put on this
Yeah.
project, but it's such a. It feels like 6:30 at Starless.
Yeah.
It's from real strip club throwing record to Jersey. Like it's
I'm about to hit that club switch is crazy.
Okay.
Nah, Cam, you should have, Brian.
You should. Oh,
For sure.
I like that. I like that.
But speaking into we have personal relationships with so many people involved in this album. My boy Phenomon produced Kofi.
Shout out to
We go
T.Y.
years back with my dog.
Mani.
Mani. We got
first. She did first.
yeah,
Okay.
and then obviously the 2 features, SWEATA and Fari.
Yep.
What?
3 for 3.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
All right. Listen, Fari
Hey.
gonna get him a feature.
I'm about to say Fari gonna get him a
He gonna
feature.
get on your song.
How important was it to make sure it was like an in-house overall production when it came to just having all these people you met through your experience in college and putting them all this together?
Sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
And Rob and Devon.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact. How can we forget the mixing and mastering, bro?
Mix and master the whole thing.
I took different passes.
Yeah.
Like I had to send them over these folks 3 times. Like they
Not facts.
yeah.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
Can't thank them.
We was
enough.
talking about it. How many mixes? What was the number what Rob said?
57 mixes.
There was 57 mixes
15
Rob went
songs.
through for 15 songs.
57 mixes.
My dog Ulysses, bro, you went well
Can't thank you
above and
enough,
beyond
brother.
with this shit, bro.
Can't
No
thank
cap.
you enough.
Hell yeah.
For real.
But yeah, it's how important was it to you to make sure this is very much in-house with all family?
I think that's just always been something that's super important to me. Like I always wanted. Who else? Like you can't. Me and my friend were talking about this the other day. My friend Shavon from back home, because he was like, "Yo, bro, whenever you make it, bro, you just gotta make sure I get backstage passes." And I'm like, "Bro, who else am I gonna do this with?" You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's always been so important to me to have my brothers, to have my family. Where do I go from here? Videos, my whole childhood of friends. Like that's always been important to me to have everything in house because I got friends that design. I got friends that make beats. I got friends that shoot. I got friends that got a whole fucking a whole media platform. You know what I'm saying? I got friends like LJ that engineer, write, sing, everything. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing, the whole nine. So it's like when you have that and you have that community, that group of people around you, it's like, why not? That's what it's supposed to be. That's the beauty of art. That's the beauty of music, is having people around you, having people in-house in your community that all contribute, that all have something to bring, something to give, to make something special. And I just really value that because I've worked with a lot of people that wasn't in-house and, they just in it for the money. They just in it for a check. They just in it, for their own personal game, and they don't really give a fuck about the art. And that shows, you know what I'm saying? It shows in the results. It shows in the edits. It shows in the videos, you know what I'm saying? When a motherfucker really don't give a fuck. And so I think just having people, around you that's really a part of your community, that's really locked in with you, that really care about you and that's close to you and that really see the vision and the bigger picture. I think that's everything, because when it happens, everybody gonna eat. You feel me? Everybody that's with me, everybody that done helped me get here, we all gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? I can't make it and these niggas don't make it. He can't make it and I don't make it. I don't give a fuck. He can't make it and I don't give a nigga. I can't make it and Far don't make it. I can't make it and you don't make it. It's just because this is what we built. This is what we did. You know what I'm saying?